Okay, like yo, my heart couldn't take that. Like I was just like yo. When I was on top of the table, bread is eaten, phone gone. Mind you, disappeared. Where's my phone? Show me. Like I said, I'm still in disbelief. Okay guys, I'm back with part 2 because I realized that it's gonna be too long, and also my phone had died, and it's like, okay, let me just get to it. So on number 4, right? So number 4, I decided not to actually go with that number 4. That number 4 is gonna be number 5, so I'm gonna put in this number 4, right? Because I thought I was just going chronologically around that. This is what happened. Okay? So in 2021, something happened when I first came here. When I first came to Pretoria. Gosh, I didn't think I'd say this. I would like something, and please don't ask me about it, and don't feel sorry for me. Don't do that. Don't do it, okay? Yes, don't ask me anything. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. But I was almost molested, and when I say almost, it was just like close, like 1 minute to, and I feel like ever since that happened, like a lot changed in my life, and that happened really destroyed. It was just I don't want to talk about it, because from 2021 I tried to like close it, I didn't want to talk about it and move on. Mind you, like this person is in the same building as me. I avoid this person. This person was just a psycho. Like, he would take me random pictures even when I'm not looking. It was just a lot, but we're not there. I'm talking about what friends did to me, right? So 2022, right? So that was 2021, and then in 2022 I met a friend. She was new, and then we kind of like took off. And I remember there was a time I opened up to her. She was one of the first people I told, because not even my BF knew about this. And mind you, my BF started knowing him before her, but I never opened up to him. All I said to him was like, he once tried to do something to me, but I was never open because I never wanted to talk about it. I opened up to her, and then she came to me and she was like, yeah. So while I was opening up to her, just like, yeah, this person also wants this, like, he's a pervert really, because there was a time he came to my room knocking, and then when I opened, he wanted to push the door. Imagine. Really? Like, yeah. And I was like, it's crazy. And then sometime later last year, around October, September, something erupted. Had a games night, and in that games night something happened. But prior to that, something had happened. I don't want to go into details on, because I'm looking at this thing time. Also, I don't want to make it long. I just want to have 2 parts. So this guy, I decided, okay, I'm gonna open a case. I told the management, because even before then I told the management about it. The management came here, and then during the course of that I called her out. So fine, they were like, okay, we're gonna take it to the police station, you wanna open a case. It's like, okay, cool. To just get this thing, to just settle this whole thing, just report this person once. I was like, okay, cool. We went to the police station. When we got to the police station, so before you leave, they're like, just take someone that you want to come with. Obviously, I'm gonna run to her. She's my friend. I remember she didn't wanna go, child, and I was like, beg her, please come with me. She came with me, and I remember I was emotional and stuff. And she didn't really comfort me. She wasn't. She wasn't really much of a comforter, by the way. We wanna get to that. So we get there, and then I realized that I'm a law student. I know like cases like drag, like I'm gonna be in and out of court like this, and I don't want that. Let me just do a protection order. So I know with the protection order, you're gonna be sent to magistrate court, and then come back with that magistrate court letter to the police, and then from the police are gonna go with you to the person to hand out the protection order, right? That's how it works. So I get there, and then obviously they explain that this is what it works, of which I expected that, okay, maybe they're gonna say that, because I decided when I was inside the police station that I don't want to do the case thingy, because the case thing is gonna like drag. And then we left, came back. Guess what happened? We got here while I was in my room, because I wanted to be in my room that day, the whole day. She goes to the caretaker. The caretaker asks, how did you go? Yo, uyangihleba. Akazazi ufunani. Ukhuluma izinto eziningi. And I'm just like, she's just, saying a lot of things. She doesn't know what she wants. She's just all over the place. She's lying. She's making this thing up. Like, yo, I'm tired of her drama. Yo, ngayisho mabangani bangenzile hle. Yo, ngeke. Hayi ngeke. This is deep. And then that was not all. There was this girl. This girl was also close to that guy. So she goes to that girl. Ne, uyangihleba. Bayangihleba bonke. Bathi mina manga. So that girl was also close to my roommate. Now that girl comes into my roommate that kwenzeka 1 2 3, and lo uyahamba uphapaza indaba utshela nobani bani ngo-roommate wakho. Hayibo, mebangitshela mina, I was like, hayibo. And I remember during the course of the time when I was like, okay, I'm gonna go open a case for him, I spoke to her before I could leave. Because I went to the magistrate court, it was before I could find out that, okay, uyangihleba. She went to the magistrate court, and then I came back and I was like, okay, I wanted to go to her, but before that I was warned. But before I could go to the magistrate court, the day before, I had spoken to her that you're gonna come with me, Moss. If they need witnesses and stuff, you wanna say your part. And she was like, no, I won't say anything because of. And I'm like, Mara, you said one. She was like, nah, I've never said such a thing. I've never said such a thing. I'm like, why are you lying? Why are you changing your story? This is gonna help my case, you know that. It's like, no, I don't remember that. I didn't say that. He didn't do such a thing. Maybe you didn't hear me. If there's anything, I know I'm not a perfect person, Mara, if you wanna have a conversation, one thing is for sure, I will never make things up. I will say whatever you said. That's just me. I don't know, but that's just me. And I was just like, okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's gonna be part 3 here. Already this thing is long. And then I remember it was like, okay, cool. That was it. And then come back from the magistrate court. Then the following day I had to go open a case. Because of they sent me from the magistrate court. They're like, we can't help you with the protection order. This is a criminal case. You need to go open a case. So I come back with that letter and stuff, and then I'm gonna go to her. She's my friend, to ask for just for comfort and just to tell her what happened. My woman is like, don't go there. My woman was like, don't go there. You know that this is what she's busy telling so and so, and that she's busy telling so and so the caretaker and stuff, and this is what the people are saying. Yeah, I got up. I called both of them, the girls, called the friend and that other girl, and I said, please, if this is what you show him, don't go there around the bushes. Come to me. Why would you do that? Wakhetheka athi, lalela, beyazi ukuthi lo friend wakho lo uthi 1 2 3 ngawe, uthi awukwazi all over you. I tried to push her away. Wazama ukubuya back, waze wangenzela breakfast uJumo. And I'm like, if khona into ozoyenza and advices that if you did something wrong, swallow that stupid pride of yours, like swallow that stupid pride of yours and go apologize. Don't act funny, man. Don't buy my apology. Apologize, say it. I was wrong, say it. But yeah, and also it's so sickening. I never felt so sick like I did the time, and disappointed and betrayed. That like, I think with GBV, man, one thing that I can always say is that you'll never understand until it happens to you, until like that moment where you're just helpless and you just don't know what to do. That very moment when something like that happens to you, that's the only time you can understand what it means. And mind you, now what happened is that same girl who was busy with Chumi shivering me, that same girl who came to my roommate and told my roommate things, and my roommate and Katilela right and told me, that same girl was close to that guy. That guy tried to do something to her, and at that time she was under the influence of alcohol and he wanted to take advantage of her. I remember she woke up that very same morning. It was already morning in the AMs. She opened the case, and apparently our case was going to be handled by one person. It was going to be a joint case. There's such a thing. There's okay, I want to go into law, but yeah, and criminal law, that is there, and it's going to be joint. And yeah, so I don't want to go deep into depth into that, but I remember that girl came to me, she's like, Claudia, I'm sorry. Not the friend. That friend never apologized. She came to me, she's like, Claudia, I'm sorry. I didn't believe you. And maybe it had to happen to me. And I just am sorry because I understand what you went through at the time. And it was wrong for me to comment on something that I didn't know of. I never felt so betrayed. My head is so heavy right now, and like I said, I prepped myself, and during the prep I couldn't hold myself, and I just even now I can feel it because it's too much to actually take it. But number 5, I'm so tired, guys. I want to sleep now. And that the chummies did to the girl. So number 5, so this one, it's funny. So there was a guy who was interested in Kimi. Obviously, used to be girls, we talk. So I went to this other friend, I'm trying to actually, this is what is happening. This guy, I never, like, when he wanted to meet up with me, I wouldn't go. Why? Because I was still home, and we don't just get out of the house and do whatever you want to do. Like, it's not. And yeah, it was 2021 early before I could come to Pretoria, and I was like, Mom, I'm good. And I'm telling the friend of the guy, my friend, this guy like this, when you're sharing that, I need the friend is seeing a potential as well, the friend managed to, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to get into deep, okay. The friend now managed to get a hold of this person. The friend comes back to me, she's like, remember? She's like, yeah, there's this guy that I'm talking to. I'm like, okay. So obviously you're describing the same person that I told you about. So I'm like, okay, what is the person's name? You give me the same guy's name. He was like, oh, is it that same one that you were with? Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. If you don't want us to continue, we can end things. At that point, I didn't have a problem because I wasn't busy with the person, but I just feel like the reason I'm mentioning this here, it's not that big of a deal though, but maybe a bit of a deal in other circumstances, maybe if, let's say, because if you're dating with the person, meaning you would go after them because you like them. I just feel like if we're friends, like you should never eye on my person, like never, even if they are hard to an extent which you want them for yourself, like just don't do it, and if we break up, please don't go after my people. Like I just feel like do not yeah, that's for me, that's my girl code. Like I can't, because obviously it's gonna give that and I know there's a lot of arguments, I can hear them in my head. I know you guys are saying with Mara this. I just feel like it's just gonna be awkward. So it's gonna feel like you always wanted a chance with this person and you finally got a chance, and now we're meeting up, we're going on dates, and then you sitting there with my ex, you lovey dovey. Like, nah, for me, maybe you guys would, I don't know, you let me know how you would, if you would allow it or you agree with me. But I just feel like it's just a no-no for me. But at the time it didn't really matter because we never had a thing with the person. But it's crazy because also, hey, the situation got, let's not get into what really happened afterwards. Like, I'm telling you what happened, I don't want to get deep into things, but that is what happened, right? So now we're moving on to number 6, right? Number 6 is a bit juicy. Number 6 is actually the same person who from number 4. Yes. So number 6, 2020